What's up, MFGs? Minnie, Eric. We just saw Twisters, the sequel that you didn't know you needed, but they made it anyway. Actually, I'm not even sure why. It's really not a sequel because I couldn't actually figure out any correlation or how it even...
It was just about tornadoes.
There's no direct correlation to the first movie that I could tell.
Tornadoes.
Yeah, except besides tornadoes. Similar stories a little bit. So basically, Kate... I don't even remember the actress's name, but her and her friends in the beginning of the movie were trying to basically kill a tornado by putting this like sulfur dioxide product, if that's even what it was, to kill the tornado, and all of her friends die except for Anthony Ramos. So yeah, that was, and then like 5 years.
She has trauma. So
she has trauma. So she doesn't, she's a storm chaser and she's always been chasing storms, but she couldn't deal with the loss of her friends. So she moved to New York City to work at the weather service in New York City. And
she knows the weather.
She does. She still knows the weather, but she doesn't want to chase tornadoes because she had a bad experience.
You're like her.
Yeah. So, but then her old friend Anthony Ramos shows up, and he's working for this new company called Stormpar. Well, I guess it's his company, but he's trying to predict what tornadoes are going to do. For like 30 years, they couldn't figure out tornadoes, and they can't come up with an early warning system. So they're still doing that. So he recruits her to come back to Oklahoma, where she's from, where she runs into the Tornado Wrangler, played by Glen Powell. Glen Powell's awesome in this. I love Glen Powell. He's doing good stuff. So him and his cohorts are kind of like Bill Paxton or Helen Hunt in the first movie.
They vlog.
Yeah, they're YouTubers. They chase storms. They launch fireworks in the tornadoes. It's pretty awesome. But turns out that him and his band of crazies are not what they seem to be. So he's gonna help her. Glen Powell. So that's all we're gonna say about the story. So you got two competing factions again. One trying to stop the tornadoes, the other one trying to get more data for this company who wants to buy land. Yeah. Buy land. They want to buy this old guy. He comes in and tries to buy land for everybody that just lost everything. It's pretty sad. But for the most part, special effects, excellent, as you would expect from a tornado movie. But I will say the music was terrible. The soundtrack was horrendous. The first movie had great sound. Every time they showed like all the vehicles going on the roads, I expected Van Halen or Van Hagar to play Humans Being. It's a great song when they were chasing the tornado. We didn't get much of that here. We just got like country music and some other stuff.
The Wranglers.
Yeah, but Glen Powell, he was really good. I also liked the actress who played Kate. She was pretty good too. Anthony Ramos, he was pretty decent. He's kind of shady there for a little bit, but I liked him. Rest of that, I couldn't even remember anybody else except for Kate's mom. She was in. She played the mom in the Iron Claw. She was good too.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I did. So
I like the mom. She's cool.
I was entertained. This was a pretty decent movie. I would say that it kind of lacked the freshness. The first movie, I love Twister. I saw it in the theater, 1996. I've always loved Twister. We were planning on watching that before we came to see this, but Amazon apparently didn't have enough of the Blu-ray or the 4K Steelbooks, so I'm still waiting for it. Otherwise, we would have watched it. But this is still an entertaining movie. It's about 2 hours long. It's not as good as Twister, but good. A lot of good destruction. There's twins.
Cows.
Yes. There were no cows. I was expecting a cow. At least one cow flying into the sky. Nothing. No cows. They did mention how Kate's is as good as a cow with predicting weather, but that's the closest thing you got to a cow. But I wish there would have been at least one flying cow. So.
Cow.
Yeah. It's pretty decent. It definitely looks good. Outside of the sound and some of the, it's just not Twister. It's still pretty good. I really like Glenn Powell and Kate. They hit it off. They started as rivals, but they got to know each other. But entertaining, not Twister. It's its own thing. 7 out of 10 for me. I'd watch it again.
8.12.
8.12. What would you rate Twister?
I'd have to watch it again.
I'd probably rate the first Twister. I'd probably rate that first movie a 9. This one's 7. So, I really like Twister. Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt. I thought that one of the characters was going to be related, but I mean they're just like new. They're just new people, whatever. So, Glenn Powell, he's got a good career. Pay attention to him. Twisters, 7 out of 10, 8.2.
8.12.
8.12.
Uh-huh.
They should have released this in May, not July.
Why?
Because that's tornado season.
August.
August is not tornado season. All right, well, that's it for today. We're out of here. Deadpool and Wolverine is next.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, bruh.